Well, hello and welcome. Today we're going to look at investigating the different types of triangles, and specifically the names of those triangles, and calculating angles from within triangles. So triangles can be either identified via angles or side lengths. If we are looking at angles, and all angles are less than 90 degrees, that triangle can be called an acute angled triangle. And here is an example of one. If one of those angles in the triangle is 90 degrees, that triangle can be considered to be a right-angled triangle. Here is an example of a right-angled triangle. You can say, here is my 90 degrees. And if one angle in the triangle is greater than 90 degrees, that triangle is known as an obtuse angled triangle. And here is an example of an obtuse angled triangle. Triangles can also be considered with their side lengths. So if all sides in my triangle are of a different length, that triangle is known as a scalene triangle. And here is an example of a scalene triangle. You should also note that if the side lengths are all different, then all the angles are different as well. If two of the side lengths in my triangle are equal, that triangle is known as being an isosceles triangle. And here is an example of an isosceles triangle. In this case, that length and that length are the same, and that angle and that angle are also the same. An easy way to remember the angles is the two angles which are the same are opposite the two side lengths that are the same. Now, if all three sides are the same length in my triangle, then that triangle is known as an equilateral triangle. And here's an example of my equilateral triangle. That length and that length and that length are the same, and all angles are the same, and they are always 60 degrees. Why 60 degrees? Well, 180 degrees is the total of all the angles in a triangle. So 180 divided by 3 is 60. Now, if I'm looking to find out unknown lengths in triangles, here is my first example. Should be fairly straightforward. If I'm trying to find that length there, I could say that length is 180 minus the sum of this angle and this angle here. So it's minus the sum of 130 plus 20. So that's 180 minus 150, so that will be 30 degrees. So that there is the angle in there. So we could just verify that. 130 plus another 30 is 160, plus 20 is 180. That is the sum of all the angles in my triangle. Now, what sort of triangle is that? Well, if all three angles are different, then we could say that that triangle is a scalene triangle. Okay, we'll just move on to the next example. This time, we need to work out this angle, and we are only given this angle here and this angle here. So First thing I do, well, I want to work out this angle here. I know it's a supplementary angle because it's along a straight line. So the angles along a straight line are 180 degrees. So that angle there will be 180 minus 155. So 180 minus 150 is 30. And I need to just take off another 5, so that becomes 25 degrees. So here's my 25, so that angle there is 25. Now this angle here, that one there, it's external, that's an external angle to the triangle, so that will be 25 plus 60, and that equals 85 degrees. So that is my unknown angle there, 85 degrees. So we'll look at the next one. This time, we're looking to find this unknown angle there. Right, I have 20 degrees and 40 degrees. Whenever I see two angles within a triangle, I should always look to calculate the third angle, the missing angle. So if that is 20 and that is 40, that is 60 degrees in total. So that missing angle there will be 180 minus the 60, in other words 120 degrees. So this angle here is 120 degrees. So this one here will be 120. Why? Well, they are vertically opposite. So that angle and that one are the same. So this angle here will be 180 minus the sum of 120 plus 139. So, whoops. Plus 39. In other words, 180, take away 159, which will equal, well, 180 minus 150, well, let's just 180 minus 160 would be 20, so that will be 21. So the angle in here will be 21 degrees. That is the end of my examples in this lesson. So until next time, enjoy your maths. Bye for now.